Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, where we are going to start this episode off with a bang. Yes, we have managed to make explosives. I've got a couple, 23. I've got 23 explosives there, which is awesome. And I've done a few other things as well. We've got a lot of pods gone in. I put loads in and then realised I didn't want that many, so I paused some of them. So we should be going up to about 120 beavers right now, if my calculations are correct. We have power running. We have our gravity batteries up the top here doing their bits and pieces. I've changed the fermenters around here, so they're doing a bit more. Unfortunately, they're not getting enough actual cassava in to cassava in to grow. So I kind of want to change that up. So we're going to remove, I think, these water butts here, and then plant more along here to have more in stock. We are doing okay for them, but yeah. But before we do that, we want to change these water butts to be the large ones, the huge ones. So what I'm going to do is set all these to be emptied. I might leave the last two fine and just empty those. I need to empty 3 of them at the very least. So we'll empty these 3 and then we'll put 2 in. And then we'll start building newer things, and everything will be awesome. So what do we want to do over here? Well, this is going to become more farmland, even though we don't really need it because we have plenty of farmland. But what I'm thinking of doing is there is a third, but there's loads of those. So we've got loads of canola, we've got loads of soybean, and we're full on those. So yeah, I don't feel like we need as much canola as I've done here, but I'm going to leave the canola alone. But what I might do is I might split the soybean. We might do like soybean up to here and then do something else this side here, depending on how long stuff takes to grow. Haven't really looked at it. So soybeans is 8 days for 2, canola is 9 days for 3, corn is 10 days for 2, and eggplant is 12 days for 3. So we need some corn. I feel like corn might not be a bad idea in here. Some corn. This is going to be full of land over here, so I'm going to just run a path along here so I know that's the edge, like that. We might fill in a little bit here as well to get some more going on here. We could also take this area off here as well if we wanted to, if we need to expand the canola, because this doesn't flood. This fills to this point and then doesn't flood over, so we haven't got to worry about it flooding over the top of this. It doesn't actually reach out there, so yeah, it fills up. It fills up to here and then starts flooding out of here, so it doesn't flow over, hopefully. This is where I find that it'll go terribly wrong. It does flow over and I haven't been paying attention enough, but oh well, we'll find out in 13 days. So let's do this. You're all empty there. Let's pause all these. Run the risk of lowering our water levels, but that's okay. That's okay. We need to lower our water levels a bit, speed up time, and let that go down so that we can. I could just destroy these and then the water will drop on the floor. You don't lose the water, but the problem is then building it means it pushes stuff out the way, doesn't it? So yeah, we can destroy those 2 and we can put in a new large tank, which I've already unlocked. I'll put that there like so. Yeah, like that. And then the next 2 I'm going to put facing inwards, but there's going to be a path in between them. So there's going to be a path here going along. And then this one will face inwards, this one will face inwards, and that one will probably face down or up. I don't know. We'll figure out. Just yeah, just so that these can get access to water closer. It was suggested in the comments previously that I should put in a water butt right here next to them, so they have access to water. And I was thinking, well, also redesign this here. I might as well just change it so that it's got access to the water very close by, so I think that'll be okay. think that'll be okay. There was also a fantastic suggestion. I don't have my page up right now. I had it up. I closed everything before I started recording. I do it all the time. I don't know it. But anyway, there was a suggestion of putting platforms up here. Like this. And then we could put the gravity batteries on top of the platforms. And it would give us one, a little bit more height. But two, would also give us access to underneath to build them. Which is fantastic. I like that idea. I'm going to probably do that just to keep them all like the same sort of level. Gives us more power as well. But we are going to get rid of these stairs once it's all built up here, because we don't need access at the top. Once it's built, we don't need access to the top anymore. So yeah. Oh, you should be water. Okay, so if I set all these to empty now, you should fill that one up, because one of these is 300, this is 1200, this is the equivalent to 4 of these. And there's nowhere near the same amount of space. So you can get 4 containers in the same space. You can fit 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 9. You can fit four large tanks in the same space. You can fit 9 small tanks. There's 2,700 water, and then this would be 4,800 water. So it's definitely worth upgrading to the larger tanks. They're just better. They're just better. Simple as that. Okay, so I'll put one in facing that way, one in facing that way, and I think I'm going to do this one facing the opposite way, just to be awkward. So there we go. So we've got one facing that, one facing this way, these two facing that way. Yeah, that looks good to me. Now we'll set them all to be water. And we will re-enable all our pumps. And we will empty all of these. Now my only concern here is that if I drop down to just 10 pumps, is it enough to keep our water as our sustained water going, or do we need more? If we need more, it's kind of a problem, because I want to blow this up. I want to blow this up and down lower, so it's got more of a reserve. So I don't really want to be putting more pumps in yet. So it's going to be a bit of a difficult way of doing things. I think it's going to be a gonna be touch and go. We'll see how it works. Oh, there's something else as well I want to do. Let's slow down time. So I have put in more breeding pods to get more beavers, but I was kind of thinking, well, what if we instead tried to up the life of beavers to make them live for longer? The higher the well-being, the more life expectancy they have. So we'll go up to 40% life expectancy if we can get to happiness or well-being 17. That would mean that instead of one of these supporting 10 beavers, it will support 14 beavers. So right now we have 10 of them. 10 times 12 is 120. We should be roughly 120 beavers. We've got more than that because I had these enabled for a while, but it should balance to about 120 beavers. And if we up the life expectancy, it should then balance to about 140 beavers. So yeah, that's the idea. So what I want to do is get in the well-being things. We want to get in things like the roof decorations and the shrubs, because they all add little tiny bits to it. The statues are very good as well. There's a bell apparently, didn't know about it. And also many other things like, well, there's a, click on a beaver here. Wet fur is not a thing many beavers have because we have no wet fur going on there. So we want to do stuff like that. So I'm thinking about the temple. My usual way of doing things is shrubs and roofs go near the houses, because beavers always return to houses. They every night they go back to houses, they go to sleep. So if you put your shrubs and your roofs near the houses, they are guaranteed to get the boost from them, and it works. And it works very well. And I've done it for ages, and it's fantastic. Beavers also all congregate around the temple. So if we put a temple in, say over here for instance, every beaver must come to the temple, or will try and come to the temple. And then you put your roofs, shrubs, statues, sort of things all around the temple, And every beaver that comes to visit the temple, because it's the only temple in the world to come to, will get all them benefits as well. And they spend a bit of time in the temple. They spend sort of an hour or so in the temple, so they get the boost. So I think we're going to give that a try. I haven't done it this way in a while, so I don't know if it's going to work or not. So what I want to do is I want to put a temple in. We'll put it up here. Trying to think of somewhere. It could go down here as well. This was going to be for food processing, but it turned out that we don't need, well, we do still have some food processing to go. But this is where all our power is going to be. So maybe I should put the food processing up here with the power. So we could put it down here. Opposite the water pumps. Won't be such a terrible thing, I don't think. Yeah, let's put it down here. Let's put it down here. I'll move it. We'll put it that way. We'll put it there, like that. Boom. Okay, like that. And then we'll do a path along the front and to the door. Okay, and then we've got 4 spaces to do whatever we want to do. So let's unlock a shrub for one. Boom. So long as it is touching the building, then it gives them the benefits. So put a shrub there, touching the building, they have benefits. Boom, there you go. Shrub can go in the corner there. I'm going to put a platform in the center, and then we will put the roof above, so it looks like a little porchway going in. Yeah, looks quite cool. There you go. And I want to unlock the statue as well, which does require iron, so it's a bit more expensive. And I'm going to put that there by the water as well, so if anyone comes for water, they'll get the water as well. Could put it over here for the water, and it could benefit. More water tanks? No, it wouldn't. Okay, we'll put it there. There you go. There you go. So now every beaver that visits the temple, once it's built, will get the bonus of a shrub, the bonus of a roof, and the bonus of a statue, which will give them, if we go down here, 1 for the shrub, 1 for the roof, 2 for the statues. That gives them 4. 4 plus 10 is only 14. We want to get to 70. So we need to do a little bit more as well. What else can we do? What else can we do? Well, there is the food. Obviously, food is a big thing. Coffee, they love coffee. I agree. Coffee's fantastic. Campfires and rooftop terraces are another one. The problem to that is that campfires end up taking a lot of space because they have to be on the ground, which is kind of good. We could also get the labour monument going in. That wouldn't be a terrible thing. We could get the labour monument going in kind of here, and it would also hit the houses, which would be quite nice. And I think we can afford to unlock at least one of them. Yeah, we'll unlock the labour monument. And if we put that in here, that will benefit almost every last one of my houses. If I could put it in there on top, it would benefit every single house we have. Do I want to do that and run the risk of not having... I know, we'll do it here. We'll do it here like I was going to. We'll put it in directly opposite the... because it'll get most of the houses. It doesn't get this one row house here on the end. It doesn't quite reach that one. But it does get the temple. And that's where all the beavers are going to congregate. And then next to it we can put the other statue. Go on there. And the tribute to ingenuity will have to go, I don't even know where. Maybe right here in the water. Pinned up against the edge of the row houses to get power from it. And then that will... boom. Oh, you also don't get these houses over here. So that's okay. So there we go. Okay, so we have more to build, more to do. What are you not getting? You're not getting metal blocks. That's weird. We have 107 metal blocks. Maybe you just don't have enough beavers building. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Right. So, what do I want to do here? We want to change up the crops over here, don't we? Yes. Get myself distracted. Let's demolish all of these. They're in the way. Boom, boom, boom. You can reach up to there. Okay. So where do we want to do this? Well, I'm going to start here. And I think I might go to there. No, we'll do that. We'll do that there. Boom. Okay. And then you are going to be dedicated to corn, and we might even put in a second farmhouse on the other side, although the path is going to be above that, so probably not actually. We probably do want a second farmhouse, however. and some storage for corn. Right. Let's plant the canola up here. Where can you reach to? You can reach all the way across there. So yeah, maybe the canola only goes up to there. There. Oof. Okay. Plant the canola up to there because that's all you can do because you're canola, and then you're going to be corn, which is going to be all the way up here. Oh, we won't get the top edge there. Maybe we can put another farm in here. And because I like 2 farms. I definitely like 2 farms doing corn. So yeah. Okay, soybean in there. Let's plant some corn back here like this. You know that's where corn's going to go. You can't actually reach that top corner there. That's fine. We're going to get rid of these ones in here. And we'll put a farm in here. In fact, you know what? I'm going to destroy them right now. So I can get another farm in here. We don't have any storage for corn, but that's okay. The mangroves do not spread. They do not spread on their own. Even though the game says that they should spread on their own, they don't for some bizarre reason. So we're going to have to put in a actual building to get mangroves down in here. Which I might do first. I might do that first actually. Let's prioritize getting rid of those. You can delete those please. And then we'll put a forester in here. And then we will plant the mangroves down in here. And then once they're planted, we will destroy the forester and put a farm in. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. There's a plan there. There's a plan there. Right. So there's a lot to do. A lot to do. A lot of things that need sorting out. These are all going to be poofed. Poof, 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 poof. Get rid of all the roads. We don't need any of the roads here at all. Would you prioritize picking up all that stuff, please? And then we will change it over to Cassava, sorry. The problem is this all dries out, doesn't it, during the year? Although we have explosives now, so we can deal with that. We can deal with that really quite easily, and I'm going to deal with it right here. Nope, don't mark it for demolition. Just do not plant there. And we're going to blow a hole here, and then we're going to put in a water dump right here, and that will keep this whole area green. So there we go. Awesome. Okay. Okay. And there's the plan. There's the plan. Let our haulers do the thing for this. That's fine. We have got 34 beavers doing nothing, so I might put another holding post in. Yeah, there. That's Cassava. I'm just going to delete those. They're just on the floor, not really helpful. I could do with some storage for Cassava, because I don't think we're. Interesting. So I shouldn't delete those on the floor. These don't have enough. They just don't have enough to harvest Cassava. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's get another holding place going in. One place, put it here. No, no, won't. No, won't. We will put in a medium warehouse. We'll put a medium warehouse in here. Like that. That's going to store Cassava. Not fermented Cassava. Just standard Cassava. There you go. Wait, am I storing Cassava somewhere else? I don't think so. No, no, we're not. No. Okay, so we'll store that there. Boom. And then we'll put a holding post on top. Like this. Boom. 10 workers, lowest priority. And we'll put a staircase in here. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, many things to build. many things to build and do. So let's also build the forester down here. And plant down our mangrove. Like that. There we go. So we get more mangroves going in there, and then we can re-enable this one for mangroves. Not that we're struggling for mangrove fruit. We are completely full of mangrove fruit, but rising population, I'd rather have too much than not enough. Okay, so let's speed through time and get some things built, shall we? And with the drought coming to an end, cycle 17 begins and everything is awesome. The temple is built. And it has many visitors at night time, which makes sense because during the day they're working. We have an average well-being of 20 now, which means if I scroll down here, you can see the shrub, the roof and the beaver statue. I'm not sure why the roof isn't so high. It may wear out quicker than the others, I'm not sure. Not sure why the shrub would be higher then. It's weird, unless beavers are getting it by walking past. That might be the case. Beavers are getting it by walking down this area here. Don't know. Could put like a roof over here. We could dot roofs around. Roofs are really easy to do because like this you can just put them on top of platforms above paths, and as a beaver walks under the path, gets a bonus. So we could look at doing that. I could also put one in here to get these ones, but that's fine. Also, more explosions. Come on. Yay. Okay, and I want to go down here, leave that bit there and go down there. Okay, and I want to do that because I want to blow up this down here. We want to be blowing up some things down here. I'm just not sure exactly how I want to do this down here yet. Kind of thinking, I don't know how far down I want to go. I don't know how far down this is because it's difficult to see because it's in the center of the map, so I don't know how high we are. But well, if we can go down 3 more than this, then that's as far as we need to go. So we need to go down 4 on here, 4 on this level, and I need to what I'm thinking is blowing up all in here, one amongst these, and blowing it down as far as we can possibly go for 6 of them, putting in a row of pumps this side, taking out these pumps here, blowing down this side as far as we can. We obviously can't do a lot of it because there's some levees and stuff here where it comes out for the this in here. But what we could do is we could actually remove these and just levee straight across here now, because we're not actually using this as water storage. It's not being used for anything. All that's doing is technically we're having to fill up this area of water, and it's just for evaporation. It's not being used. So if I was to dam that off and get rid of it, that would probably help. And then we can go down deeper here, and by going down deeper here we get more reservoir. And then once I've done just that section there, we've got deeper reservoir. We can put the pump cell back in there, and then we can start working on the rest of it and do whatever we want to do. And by that point we should have golems, because I kind of want to have golems. Yeah. And get ourselves some earth moving techniques going on. And yeah, okay, this is done as well. We can remove that. But you have planted all the mangrove. Thank you very muchly for planting all the mangrove. It is muchly appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Now I want to put a farm in here. And this farm should be able to reach all the way. Still can't reach up to there, but it may do once we build more land out here. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And also, the water. The water is coming in, which is awesome. It's filling up areas. I need to see whether it floods up here. So I am going to accelerate time for a bit, and I'm going to see whether this floods over here. And I don't think it will. I think we're good. I think we're all good. I think it comes along here and goes into here without flooding this up here. But we need to just double check it, because just in case. So I'm going to let that go, and I will say thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.